Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back for another day of Michaela month. As you can see, I'm still in my scrubs because today was a full work day, more full work days ahead. Thank you, Jesus, because we are so close to Christmas. Michaela month is almost done. I'm getting these videos out for you guys, so excited. If you have any more ideas, let me know. I know I want to do like a favorites video, like my December favorites. I know I want to maybe do some more reading content for the books I've been reading, but I really did not read a ton in December because I've been so busy. I'm definitely going to get creative with the videos coming up, but this one actually came to me last night. I was praying about what I should film and I got a comment on one of my videos, like the hair myth video, and I was like, let me do a whole video dedicated to this. So this is going to be kind of like a chit chat, me sharing my thoughts on why the curl typing system, chart, whatever it's called, is harmful. I talked about this a little bit in common hair myths. This video I want to go a little bit deeper about why I feel that it is harmful to not only the black community but the curly hair community in general, and this chart would also be harmful to those people also. So I'm not only talking to black women, I'm talking to everybody with curls, but black women especially. Okay, so first I want to go into a little bit of the history. One thing that I already knew was that this hair typing system was created by a man. First of all, that was the first little kicker. When I knew that, I was like, okay, let me not put too much emphasis on it when it came out. Well, when it got a resurgence, because most people don't even know, the hair typing chart was actually created back in like 1990. It was made by Andre Walker. He was actually Oprah Winfrey's like celebrity hairstylist. Apparently he was very popular back then. He had his own products and stuff like that, and he created this chart with at first just 4 different curl types, from straight, wavy to curly to coily. He basically created this chart to promote his hair product line, which is strike number 2. Any science that's attached to selling a product cannot always be trusted to be non-biased. So when he first made the chart, he didn't really include everything and everyone and all things that there is, because curls are very complex. So of course when he first created it, he didn't even fathom that it could be a little bit more expansive than just those 4 curl types. So then he added 3 subcategories to it. So for his system, type 1 is the straightest of straight strands. Type 2 hair features loose waves. Type 3 has O-shaped curls. And in type 4 you'll find the tightest curls, which just me saying those categories, you may know and understand that a lot can fall in between those categories. That is the history of the hair typing chart as we know it from 1990s, and then it kind of resurfaced and became popular again once natural hair became popular again in like the mid 2008 and up. I want to say almost the 2010s is when it came repopular. But I want to bring you guys back with a little bit more history of what hair typing and curl typing was first used to identify as, and that history is that one of the earliest typing systems was invented in 1908 by a German Nazi scientist who created the hair gauge to determine black people's proximity to whiteness based on their hair texture. There was actually like a little pencil test that stated if individuals could hold a pencil in their hair while shaking their hair, they could not be classified as white. So just, okay, while today the hair typing system uses numbers and letters, the classifying aspect was used throughout history to compare and contrast the amount of whiteness a black person displayed. And that is one of the main reasons why I say even now it can be divisive, not only between black and white people, it even goes deeper than that, between black women. There is major texturism already in the black community, so for there to be a chart trying to make us fit into this category, which we're going to talk about that, most people don't even know which category they fit in. There's this chart separating us by curls and textures and what our curls look like, is very harmful not only to the mind but to the culture, because it's bringing separation. And I say to the mind because for a child to hear, oh, you can't do this to your hair because it's 4C, or that your curls are tighter, or that you have coily hair, or for a child who is biracial to hear, oh, well, since your hair isn't as curly as hers, you can't do this certain thing, your curls are too loose, or stuff like that. That can be harmful to children at a young age. That's something that follows them up into adulthood also. So now that you know the history, you know that even before the Andre Walker man created his little chart, they were already using their own little test with an agenda of separating us and identifying our proximity to whiteness and using our curls as a sense of validation. Let me say the lack thereof curls meant that you were better than those with curlier hair. And then as a hairstylist, I see all the time people come in and they ask me, oh, what's my hair type? Do you know what my curl type is? The first thing I asked them is, okay, if the hair typing chart was accurate and it really worked, then you would know what your curl type is, right? The fact that this man created this chart right here and he wanted you to just be able to look at it and for you to fall into this category, nothing in life is that perfect. It's beautiful that nothing is that perfect because that's what makes us unique. People have multiple different curl types and curl shapes on their head. People's head is filled with different areas that do different things, curls that don't curl the same. Certain areas of my hair do not curl as well as the others. My mom's hair, the bottom of her hair curls really well while the top is more wavy, and that's just what it is. There's no head of hair that every single curl on your head is going to be the same shape. No. So that's how you know it doesn't work, because you can't bring a curl to the chart all over your head and it's going to fall into the same category. It's just unrealistic. You're going to have multiple curl types all over your head. So that's the first way that you know that it doesn't work, and it's harmful because it's really also bringing confusion because you're more focused on what shape your curl is instead of what your hair needs, instead of the density, the porosity, the strength of your hair. Those are the things that are more important than how your curls look. There's so much other beautiful aspects of your hair and things that your hair can do and how it grows and different patterns, and hair is so interesting. But to get caught up in what a curl looks like or comparing your hair to someone else's curls is just so sad. And a lot of people also equate tighter curls to more work, but there can be people with straight hair or looser, wavier hair that is going to require the same amount of work if you have damaged it in any type of way. If you're on certain medications, don't think coily as hard and wavy as easy, because thoughts like that is what's going to lead to damage of the hair. Everything depends to that individual person. There is no blanket analysis or blanket assumption when it comes to hair. Everybody's hair is going to be different. Nobody's hair is the same because God didn't create us that way, and everything comes back to God because he did not want something like this or just texturism in general to separate us. This article right here, they were saying that the curl typing chart may only be good for possible products, you know, that you want to use in your hair. But even that, I have never recommended a certain product because of someone's curls. I've never said, oh, your curls are very tight, so you need this thick of a product. No. If your hair is dry, no matter who you are, you need moisture. There's no scenario where I'm like, okay, your curls look like this, so let's use this. To me, even that is a dangerous way to categorize, because there's not certain products for certain curls. There are just certain products that help with certain issues, period. And even though your hair may fit into a curl type, it's probably going to fit into at least 2 different categories on that chart, because there's just no way all of your head is the same curl shape. We weren't created that way. And I just want to remind you guys that it is not important, and it's not something that is thought about or taught. This is something that is man-made. They didn't bring it into books. I don't believe that it should be brought into books because it's not something of importance. It doesn't have enough evidence of helping in any scenario, you know, get healthy hair, maintain length, you know, how to make sure that your hair is not breaking, how to make hair stronger. Knowing your curl type is not going to identify any issues within your hair. Those factors are found from different things. In this video, I basically just want to talk about that. I think I'm done. I'm off my soapbox, but this is something that's very sad that so many people got caught up in this. And I say it's sad. People might not think it's a big deal, but it's a big deal to me because I know the category of people who suffer. And most of the time from rhetoric like this is those with the curlier textures, and it's those that have the tight coily hair. They're suffering because now everything is more difficult for them, or people don't want to deal with their hair, and that's already hard enough to walk around, go from stylist to stylist with. So to hear that different curl textures and different curl types might have it easier and that is seen as superior is just not good. It's not positive. All curls should be admired the same because they're beautiful. If you have a wave, if you have a bend in your hair, that's beautiful because that's what makes you unique. And that's why I try to tell all of my clients and show them how to love their hair, how to do different styles that will help them feel beautiful, to I don't want the only curl to be admired to be looser curls or perfect looking curls, because that's just not how life works. That's not what natural hair is. Natural hair is to be free of chemicals and things that can harm our hair and harm us internally. So just being natural is a big step, and it takes a lot of work. But I don't want people to have to work so hard and basically work overtime when it comes to hair. That's another reason why I am so passionate about the health and upkeep of hair and showing people different protective styles that can do that will actually protect their hair. Most women in the Black community, we've always aimed and wanted to achieve long hair, but we didn't have the tools to know how to get long hair, or it was hard while we had a relaxer. But now that we're natural, and there's so many, and I want to say that there is so many hairstylists out there that want to help and want to educate and want to walk alongside women in their hair care journey. I don't want a chart like this to divide or make you think negatively about yourself and about your hair. I just want to remind you that you're beautiful, your curls are beautiful, no matter the shape, no matter how they look, no matter if you're coily, kinky, straight, or wavy. Okay, there's many things that you can do to your hair, and it's so important to go to a stylist, figure out what works best for your hair, figure out what your hair needs, not depending on the shape of your curl or how it looks. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little chit chat video. I know I enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.